All right. I sure hope that this is going to work out. I sure hope that this is going to work out. So basically, what do I have? What do I got? What is up? Basically, the whole stream is about this thing here. It's an LG Blu-ray player HiFi system, all-in-one kind of thing, and it's broken. Supposedly it is broken. I have hooked it up to power. I have hooked it up to HDMI, but it won't give any signal and it won't give any audio any further. So I will take a look. Maybe a capacitor is broken, although the light that is on here lights up. So maybe not. But yeah, I'll just see what is broken and I'll learn along the way how to repair one of these things. To start out, basically I will go ahead and unscrew everything here and hope for the best. Sadly, I cannot take this cable off, but I'll just roll with it and hope for the best. So let's start out disassembling the whole thing. Oh yeah. This cap here is broken, always falls down. And so it's a bit more annoying, but we'll go with it. As you can see, okay, you cannot, but it is dusty. It is quite dusty. You can see it a bit here. This is all dusty as well. This is very, very dusty here. So I'm just hoping for the best. Disassembling it will hopefully go well. Just turning it over, some screw or whatever. I can hear something rolling around. My plan is to just clean out everything, hook it up, and hopefully it will already work again. That would be amazing. Cool, so those screws are not easy to be unscrewed. That is very annoying. Because I only have a very tiny screwdriver and a very big screwdriver, which is quite annoying. Maybe the other screw works. Okay, the other screw works with a big screwdriver. But yeah, there's that. Boom, one. I'll probably not. Okay. Just had to push a bit more counter thingy. I don't believe that there's any disassembly guide on how to take this apart because it's just that old of a system. It's like 27 or 28. So yeah, there's that. There are more screws here. Why did I not see them? These are very tiny. I don't know if it is necessary to take them off. There's one more screw here that is definitely necessary to take off. Everything else might not be necessary. There's a couple of screws back here, but you'll see as soon as I will unscrew the big thing here. All right. This went off easier than I expected, so now I can take off the hood and hopefully see what is in there, and I really hope I will not get surprised like how the fucking all right. So let's take the cap off if I can. Oh, never mind. There are screws on the side that I did not see before. So here's the screw. Oh my god. I don't know, this was not hearable probably, but it gave a big. Alright. Same on the other side. Here. I need a smaller screwdriver. Screwdriver is big. This one is tiny. And I don't have a middle ground. Maybe in here there aren't a lot of different big or not big screwdrivers, but maybe there's something that has the size in between. Okay, I have to do this with my strong hand, which is my right hand. Bloody hell. I don't know if somebody unscrewed this before, ever, but it's been accumulating dust and whatnot for so many years now. God damn it. That's insane. It's an insane screw. I'm trying my best here, but this is barely possible. Like the screw is so deeply in there. Okay, that is quite annoying. Can lift this side already. Because literally this screw is the last one. But I don't know how to unscrew it better. I have no idea. Can try it, sure. Bloody hell. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, this won't do. This won't do. I will probably just go ahead and try to find another screwdriver and hope for the best. And just hope for the very best. But like, what the hell, man? Okay, just give me a second. Oh my god. This is hurting my hands so much. This is hurting my hands so much. Alright. So I'll just go ahead and just look for another. Okay. So let's see. So chat works. Very nice. Very nice. Now I do have to just find a different screwdriver because this thing won't do it. This has the perfect size here. But I mean, maybe you can see this thing is definitely smaller than this one. But this one is not easy to turn because it's a modifiable screwdriver. Ayo, was geht? Dude, ich versuche hier eine scheiß Schraube aufzumachen. Und die geht nicht auf. Die ist so fest hier drin. Das Ding hier ist aus 2007. Okay. Und es geht einfach nicht auf. Es ist impossible. Ich habe alle anderen Schrauben schon aufgemacht. Okay, perfekt. Ich danke dir für deine Kraft, weil irgendwie hat es jetzt funktioniert. Okay. So, es wird gegönnt. Bock, ein bisschen Dust zu sehen. Mmm. Delish. Let me switch it around. Let me switch it around. I don't know. Can you like this whole part is so full of shit. This will be need to clean out so much. So power still works, and I do not see any. Oh, maybe that is an issue. But these are all big as fuck, so if they broke, then that's easy to see. This dust is older than a lot of children. Because this dust is from 2007 and onwards. Okay. So since this power button still works, I'll probably just go ahead and see. Does this thing works? Maybe I won't have to unscrew this. I think at first I'll just clean out everything. And I'll just hope that it might work afterwards. Could be crazy. but who knows. And then there is the issue that basically this thing here, the condensator, it could be that this is goo coming out of it, but it could also be that they try to cover something up, which is possible, but would be quite annoying, because there's some other things that are similar, like this here, that it looks a bit similar type of goo, but I don't know yet. I will see. I can finally lift the power cable, so that's great, because then it's easier to just move everything around and clean it out properly. But yeah, or I will not just try to clean it out like this. Basically, the issue is that this thing turns on. So I know when I take the power button, when I click the power button, so I basically know that since this thing turns on and the power cord works, the connection between both of them works as well. So that's great. I don't know about this thing here, but since this, the weird thing is that if I turn this whole thing on and I have this boy, and I use it, or I'm only trying to take some of the HDMI things here, I will basically be using I don't get any signal. So I'll basically be only using this board here, because the power comes in through this board and then goes over here, and the power button also goes over here. So this board alone has some issue somewhere, and I don't want to, but I think I'll have to unscrew the whole boy here, the Blu-ray player, and I sure hope so that I'll remember. But I think this will be the kind of stream that I'll have. Yeah, that is very nice that you're saying this. But yeah, basically, so the plan is to basically go ahead, unscrew all of this stuff here, and hopefully get what I need after cleaning it out, and then I will try it out again. I have no idea what could be wrong, and since this is the first time I'm doing this, the only thing I know is like looking out for these kind of things here and if they broke or whatever. But as far as I can see, none of this broke, so I don't know. But yeah, I'll just unscrew more stuff and take a look with my way too big screwdriver, which is quite annoying. But there's just no... Okay, at least these screws aren't horribly strong screwed in. But if I get this thing to work, I'd be quite happy. Because I would save quite a good amount of money. Like, my parents would still have a bad sound system, but I won't have to invest a lot of time or money to get them a great sound system. So there's that. Okay. Let's try to lift it. Yeah, this won't work. Okay, so there's the issue. I basically have to... Okay, so first of all, this thing here says iPod. But second of all, I basically have to push out the Blu-ray player through the middle here, because it's kind of connected, but also not really. But it's definitely connected enough still. So I either have to... I cannot fully unscrew the screws. What the hell? How am I supposed to get this thing out if I cannot fully unscrew the screws? That is quite annoying. But I will see. Okay. So now it's only stuck here. Maybe I just fucked up the unscrewing. That is highly possible. So this thing is still stuck somehow. Let me just maybe... Yeah, the camera is just not very good. That is okay. I got it for free. So basically... Yeah, that is annoying. Because basically all of this stuff is holding the Blu-ray player in place, which is nice, but sadly it holds it in place via those plastic thingies that you cannot really lift properly, that you probably break if you try to take them apart. There's that, and there's the issue of this thing back here where I don't know where oh wow, it goes directly below it. Cool. Amazing. So I cannot really, if I lift this, I can take the right side off, but I cannot lift the cable. Like, there's this cable here and I cannot lift it. It ain't possible. It basically is not possible because yeah, it goes right under the Blu-ray player. Cool. Yeah, that's not annoying at all. That is not annoying at all whatsoever. I mean, I can try to wiggle my way out, but other than wiggling the camera, I'm not really doing something. I am quite happy as to how sharp my hand still is, at least. But yeah, so cool. Or maybe the screw here is still screwed in. Wow, I'm stupid. So this is not okay. Yeah, I'm stupid as fuck. Oh god, this is dusty as hell. But hey, I got the Blu-ray player. Got the Blu-ray player. Take off the faceplate, slide the Blu-ray reader out the front. Yeah, I thought so too. That I oh god, I thought so too that I have to slide it out the front. Just gotta sort my screws. Thought so too that I had to slide it out the front, but turns out it's actually not possible because the front is like here is the airy part, but the rest is a different part. All right. Now I'm only missing one screw. That's fine so far. Okay, so this thing is dirty. You can see all of the dirt like accumulated here. And there's a lot of dust here, whatever. This thing has also been a bit more clean at some point. But nice. So I will see, because all of these capacitors also look alright. There's a screw. They all look alright as well. So I will take a look as to maybe there's something below here that is breaking the whole thing. Kind of, though, because, yeah, the HDMI doesn't work. The HDMI doesn't work. The HDMI doesn't work. But the rest works. So there's the confusing part. Or I'm just trying, before I do that, I will just try to hook it up now and maybe, just maybe it will work. Because the Blu-ray player ain't important. What is important is that maybe one of the HDMIs or whatever works. So I'll try that, and if the HDMIs are broken, then I do have a problem. The only thing that confuses me, okay, this will not be possible to be seen, I believe. But this here and this here do not have things on them that this thing here has. As if, like, this is not really seeable, but you can see that it's a bit more black here than here. And at the very front, basically. So at the very, from this side, the very front, basically. And maybe there's only one HDMI that works and other things that just broke. Or they just fucked up. Or they just didn't solder in certain resistors or whatever, or lights, or I don't know. I'll just try to hook it up and use HDMI out. So HDMI out maybe needs a different kind of thing than HDMI in. That would make sense. But yeah, I'll see. I'll see by just hooking it up. And I'll definitely have to clean it. That is for sure. But the capacitors look kind of alright. I mean, if you don't look at these capacitors here. Yeah, they don't look alright. But, I mean, you know, there's always a way. There's always a possibility. Okay. I sure hope my stream still goes, because for some reason my monitor just turned off. But oh well, I guess my monitor just turned off. So power is connected, HDMI is connected, the stream still works. Delish. And now we will try to turn on this thing. So this thing was still lighting up as red. Pushed forward a bit. Still lighting up, but as soon as I press it, nothing happens. So the bridge here definitely works because the power comes from this board, goes over here, and then into this. If this is what powers... Oh! Maybe this capacitor went off because maybe this needs to be straight. Maybe it doesn't, but I can try it out, and maybe just this will work. Would be amazing. Would be absolutely amazing. There's also a couple of things that I see other than cleaning that might be a possibility, but also this thing is almost 20 years now, so 20 years old. So maybe it's other things. But yeah, so I do not get any sign of life out of the boy. I can turn it on. Usually when you turn it on, you always get the feedback of like, yo, this LED thing here also doesn't work. So I don't know if this is seeable. Yeah, you can see it. The right light here turns on. So there's definitely power on this thing. And whatever is powering the red light is also working. Okay. Thank you very much for telling me about the HDMI connector resistor thing. Yeah, pull-up resistors and all this stuff, man. I wish I would have had this in school or some other shit. Okay, so if I turn it on, it turns it turns off the red light. So this is basically how it was back in the day when it still worked. Then you heard always the Blu-ray player noise, which of course isn't happening because the Blu-ray player ain't connected. And then that is it. So there is a screen at the bottom that actually still works. Let me try to turn it around without electrocuting myself. There is a screen here. And the screen always says, please wait. So maybe I will just wait a bit and then see if it works. But I will have to put this thing down because it scares me a bit that I'm touching screws and other stuff. And I'm not sure if they're connected to anything. I have too little electrical knowledge to know about it. But it always says, power, you don't want to touch the brown PCB, that is the power supply. Yeah. That is definitely the thing. I do not want to touch it, and I currently hold, and I can feel the screw that is holding the power supply in place. But this only says, please wait. So I guess I will wait a bit longer, but maybe it will stay in this boot loop. HDMI cable is not long enough. Okay. So, let me... Okay, never mind. I wanted to turn up the camera a bit, but apparently not. It still says please wait. So I either now wait till it confirmed, like it does work apparently, but it always stays in the please wait loop. The thing is, it turns on, and the thing is, it can boot into the please wait thing. But back in the day, the please wait thing was at max half a minute. And now it's been already over a minute, that is for sure. So I will have to see if I will be able to take the please wait part and just sit it out, or if I should just be like, okay, yo, 5 minutes are over. I don't care. I don't care any further. This is now broken. I can also try to research a bit, but then it is not that easy to see what I'm doing. And I can also basically, I will wait for a little bit longer, but I can inspect the PCB or whatever a bit more as to see what could cause the issue. Basically, my current idea, either it's this capacitor that is broken, or I just need to realign it or whatever, and something will work again. But since this is the power supply, as Mr. Zamzi said in the chat, basically, it could be this it could be this part, but I don't really think so. I kind of rule it out, and I believe that it is more this part, which is the main component, the main part of the whole device. And basically because this is only for audio stuff, and I mean, cool, this might work, but since it's stuck in the boot loop, it is stuck somewhere here anyways. This is only for USB things, so this doesn't matter, and it still says please wait. and basically the under here, I still have to unscrew this, but there is not really a lot I can see. My hope would be that the only thing that died is like a little battery or some shit, like a CMOS battery. I have no idea that if this is the kind of thing that would be happening, but if there's a CMOS battery below here and it just died, I can just replace it and the whole thing would work again, which would be absolutely amazing. I'll still clean it out, that is for sure. But I mean, I think this is the only thing that would be easy to replace and easy to see, other than the capacitors, because the capacitors, I can see all of them currently and they all look all right. They all look all right except of this one, but they all have, like, there's this goo here, but I'm kind of sure, since there's also the goo here, I'm kind of sure that the goo is not what causes the issue. And also this is the power supply. So yeah, there's more goo. This is, the goo will not be the issue. I sure hope. So I hope cleaning it out and maybe replacing a battery if there's one below here, then this will solve the issue. And also I believe that ooh, it is not saying please wait anymore. It's saying reading. But what is it reading? Because there is no Blu-ray player. So what the hell are you reading, man? I am going to try to connect. Oh no, fuck. No, I pressed the power button accidentally. I pressed the power button because it's so nicely located here. I pressed it accidentally. Damn it. Okay, that is quite annoying. Well, it is still powering off. So I will see. I will unscrew this plate here as soon as it's powered off, and then I can try again and reconnect and just hope for the best. It's still powering off. So this thing has some big issues because it was never powering off for that long, and it was never probably it never has been powering off for that long, and it has never ever been stuck in the boot loop for like 10 minutes and then saying reading. And reading, it always only said if the Blu-ray player was connected and there was a Blu-ray in there. I sure hope that there's no Blu-ray in there, but I am not sure. The Blu-ray player itself, although there's a bit of dust right here, basically, Blu-ray player looks alright. And I mean, it shouldn't be important enough to really impair everything. Okay, it is turned off. This still works. The red light here still works. So this is very, very nice. Very happy about this. All right. Let me just turn the camera because I have a bit more space in this direction to work with. All right. Okay, so I have unplugged everything. Once again, I will wait because the red light is still on. The red light is still on. Why is it still on? I unplugged this boy. Capacitors be like. So the capacitors for sure work. They work very well. Damn it. The red light is still on. This is scaring me. Let me try to adjust the sharpness. Yeah, I cannot make it better. I'm sorry for that. But I cannot really make it better. What the hell? Is it getting power through the HDMI? Is that at all possible? Because this is still red. And this shouldn't be red. If this is turned off, it is not going to be red. It is just transparent nothing, basically. Let me take off the HDMI. Yeah, what the hell? So either those capacitors are like the biggest things ever, or because the power cord is this thing. And it is not plugged in. So, what the fuck? Okay, now it turned off. Nice. Yeah, okay, pressing the power button with a... Ooh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, that makes sense. That I have to basically press the power button, the power button, because the LED does not take that much power, so the capacitors don't drain as quickly. For whoever might see this after where there's no more chat, since I am not showing the chat, since I didn't know where to put the chat. Alright, so this is done. This is weird. This is scaring me a bit, but whatever. I'm not sure if I'm even allowed to take this off, but I guess I'll just have to be allowed to take this off. Basically, these things here are just turned around, so I just have to turn them straight here, but yeah. Hurts. It hurts really hard. Yeah, it just holds in place because of these things. I mean, it's a great idea to prevent people from repairing their own shit, because you can just use screws and it will hold everything in place as well. You don't need to put this shit in. I don't know how I'm supposed to... okay, I'll get a clamp. And as soon as I have the clamp, I'll be twisting this, because without a clamp I cannot do it. My fingernail... Okay, this cannot be seen, but my fingernail is already chipped. I'll just get a clamp, and hopefully I will be capable of untwisting this, finding a battery, replacing the battery, fixing the whole thing. I'd be very happy if this would happen. I got a clamp. So now, take care of this. Easy. 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 Alright. No battery. I'm sad. Very, very sad that there is no battery for this thing. But I sure hope that maybe, just maybe, just take the capacitor, turn it up. So there's that, no more bending. And I do wonder what is below here, because this thing broke. Just straight up broke. It just seems to be an isolating thing. But I'm not sure. Is there a chance to have a battery there? Because if I take it off, this is a one-time thing. If I take it off, it will be taken off. And there's no going back. But on the other hand, there's also not really something I can do right now. Is this the battery, maybe? It says 5R6 DKRT. It's not a button. It is not a button. But I don't think I can get anything out of there. Let me test this. No, I cannot get it out of there. This thing just says 100x4. It's either thermal pad or for insulation. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. The sad part is I'm not seeing any broken capacitor. So now there's only a chance of there's something broken here, and I will see it, but that's not something I think that will happen. The capacitors all look alright. That is what is annoying me. All of the capacitors look alright. And basically, since this thing is already broken, fuck it. I have this insulating tape I could use Okay, it's just insulation. It is just plain insulation. Yeah, it is just plain insulation. Oh well. I have the insulating tape. Oh god, this is not easy to remove. I have the insulating tape, so I can just use that. I've actually done that already. When I tried to exchange a CMOS battery on my ThinkPad laptop from 2008, I basically done the same thing. I had to remove some insulating stuff in order to get to the battery, and in order to do that, or in order to use it afterwards, I had to insulate the whole motherboard basically with the insulating tape. But yeah, so there's definitely not something I can see that is broken. And if it's one of those very, very tiny things here that you can barely even see, then yeah, I will not be capable of doing anything with it. And that is really, really annoying. But, oh, this is magnetic. Anyways, and basically, since I'm not seeing immediately what's the issue here, I'm a bit annoyed as to what I'm supposed to do. Because I can either try to use parts of this whole thing, or I'm just saying, yeah, whatever, I don't care. Or I am just going for good luck, have fun kind of thing, and just use the whole, you know, try to use something. I don't know. It is quite annoying. It is very, very annoying. I want to use something out of it, but I'm not sure if I can. Basically, the plan is to clean out everything and see if it works. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. And I also have to connect the Blu-ray player once again, because the Blu-ray player apparently is needed for it to start, if it doesn't get stuck in the reading boot loop. But yeah, so I guess I'll just do that. I'll just clean out everything now. Let me just get the vacuum cleaner. All right, we've got the tiny vacuum cleaner. I need a hand vacuum cleaner for this, but I don't have one here, so there's that. So let me see if it works. It does the work, that's for sure. All right. Thing looks a bit better, but I think this is also a case of, do I need to take it outside or do I not need to take it outside? Because basically I can just take it outside and just use an air can filled with air. This kind of stuff still exists. I don't know if I have this here, but I can take a look and brush it out like this. Because yeah, there are some things that are just dirty as hell, especially the fan. And as well, the fan did not... True, the fan did not spin up when I did spin up this thing, or when I basically... The fan did not spin up when I turn it on. And that is what is kind of annoying me, or what is kind of scaring me. Why did it not spin up? Hey, now it's in frame. Why did it not spin up? And I guess my idea right now would be, okay, yo, yeah, I can take a look. I can take a look. Let me just put back the vacuum cleaner. All right, so I'll take a look. Okay. So I just broke this thing off. Very nice. So now this is always exposed. I can tell you it is something that has an iPod slot right here. Oh, fan could be temperature controlled. That is an idea. So the Blu-ray player model is called the... I will write it in chat so I will remember it. The Blu-ray Home Cinema, the LG Blu-ray Home Cinema HB905 SP. So HB905 SP. All right. HB. Fuck. It's not from HP. It's HB. Okay. That's a bit stupid. So the LG HB905 SP. All right. So this is the thing. I hope I can remove this message. Hey, this also works nice. Anyways, so this model is definitely old. And I mean, it could just be a technical defect. Maybe, oh, I know. In order to clean it out a bit better, there is a little add-on I can use from my mom, who has bought that to properly clean it out, because holy shit, the boy needs cleaning. This add-on right here, I can use it with this thing to properly clean everything out. So that's what I'm going to do. So let me just zoom out a bit so it can be seen how awful it is to actually clean that out. So let's see how this boy will behave. All right, and I'm back on it. Yeah, it actually works. Actually works. I'm very happy about this. Yeah, you can already see the dust thing here that I got from the corner. This also works. This also works. It is a slow process, but it works. All right. Just brushing over everything here. Whatever. Whatever, this thing is already broken. Maybe. But maybe it can be saved. That is the big hope. But I don't know how long the camera will last. I don't even know how well I am currently be able to be heard. All right. God damn it, this thing is so big. All right, all right, all right. There's still a spot I cannot. There's a spot I cannot properly clean, but the rest is definitely cleaner now. All right. This thing is loud as hell. But it works. And it's not a hand vacuum. I definitely need a hand vacuum if I want to do that a couple more times. But that's, you know, whatever. So now that it is cleaned, I'll just take off the... I'll just put back the vacuum cleaner. Try it on. If it works, amazing. If it doesn't work, then I'll probably just go and get some lunch and then I'll come back. So the stream will pause up until then. And I can charge the battery of the camera, because the camera is not capable of being connected with a... the camera is not capable of being connected and charged at the same time. Thank you, Canon, for that. But yeah, I'll take it. Camera was very nice. Camera is very nice. But yeah, okay. So I'll just here. I just took it off. I'll just put it away, and then hopefully I'll try to reconnect. I'll try to connect everything, and then hopefully it will work. I'll also try to maybe put the Blu-ray player there, but let me just put the vacuum away. Alrighty. So the vacuum is put away. And this thing is cleaned out a bit more. I'll just stick with a bit more because it's still dusty, but not nearly as bad as it was. Alright, I will just connect it now and take a look if it will work, because maybe it will already, maybe it won't. I'll just connect it, take a look. Hopefully the light here lights up again. That'd be amazing. And yeah. Can try to connect the HDMI. Okay. We've got power, so nothing here broke. Easy as that. This is still scaring me. Because this had this thermal pad on it. Or this... Maybe it was a thermal pad once, but now it is just pure... You can crack it and whatever. It is not a pad anymore. It's just fucked up. Alright. Let me just connect the HDMI. Connected it to HDMI out this time, not HDMI in. Very important. And let's turn it on. Let's see if it works. That would be very, very cool. It says, please wait. It says, please wait. So this did not change, which is great. I sure hope that it will not get stuck in the boot loop for ages again, and then looking for the Blu-ray player. If it does, I can just connect the Blu-ray player, if I remember what goes where. Won't be as easy, but doesn't matter. And if everything fails, I can just, you know, try to take some parts off of it. I mean, like this knob would be a perfect volume knob, or this whole part here in the front would be perfect for, yeah, getting... Or doing something with it, basically. Because I always like to reuse stuff. The volume knob still works. So this all works. What doesn't work with this thing? So it says please wait, but it's still the hell. Anyways, so if this part here works, this thing here is controlled as far as I can see. Yeah. So as far as I can see, the wire that is here basically goes in here. There's a big plate right here. Basically right here, there's a big plate. And then a couple of cables go onto this side. So the couple of cables are only, yeah, the couple of cables are only for this light. So this light is connected to this plate here, goes into here. And basically the idea would be, this here doesn't matter, so this what it is whatever. But the idea would be that if it doesn't work, maybe I can disconnect some stuff so I don't have to. Maybe I can disconnect some stuff and it will boot up quicker. I have no idea. I'll just connect the Blu-ray player. By the way, it still says please wait. So there's that. Sadly, there's that. Man, I just love that this thing has an iPod. Like, yo, what machine or whatever has an iPod thing? Okay, so what are you saying? Try to connect the Blu-ray player again. Maybe it expects a response from the disk reader if something is inserted or not, and won't continue to boot without it. Yeah, that is definitely a possibility. Let me just see if it will get stuck at the reading phase again, or if it will be at please wait. Could have cleaned out the iPod reader thing. Yeah, oh well. It's the iPod reader. Who has an iPod? I do not have an iPod. It would be cool to have an iPod though. Just for the sake of having one, not of using one, because you can just use an old dumb phone for that. But yeah, still doing the please wait thing. So instead of waiting again till it says reading and then hoping for the best and then getting disappointed, I think the plan would just be to reinsert the cables and trying to insulate this part here as best as possible. Because I still have the insulation metal, which is this thing, but it is probably not going to be amazing at insulating these things without the thermal pad. So maybe I'll have to grab my thermal tape first and then see. But before I do any of this, still doing the please wait thing. So whatever, I'll just connect the Blu-ray player if I can right now. Turning it off still works, I guess. Yeah, still works. This here also works. So I can disconnect the HDMI out. And I can... That is true. It is from 2010, not 2008. Are you sure? Feels like we got it in 2008. Because it feels like we got it when the Avatar movie came out, but maybe it was when the Avatar movie hit or came out for Blu-ray players or some shit. But yeah, it is from 2010. iPod was definitely a thing back then. So let's grab the Blu-ray player. Okay, the handbook was made in 2010. Well, Blu-ray player. So this thing goes here. Basically, boom. Okay, these won't hold in place very well because I would love to hold up the Blu-ray player if I can, because then I don't have the insulation issues and I don't have to grab the insulation band or whatever, blah blah blah. But I'll see how well this will work. I'm also definitely not scared as hell, but plastic is not conductive, I hope. I'll just grab it on this one plastic hold right here. So I hopefully will not get zapped or some shit if I turn it back on. Alright. Okay, the Blu-ray player does its noises. That is great. It apparently sees the Blu-ray player. But I do not see if it says please wait or if it doesn't, which is quite annoying. And I don't have anything here to see it other than maybe the reflective screen of the tablet. It does say something. It says hello. Cool. It says hello. Damn, that's some setup here, right here. And now it says optical. Saying optical is good, because that was what it was set up for before it died down. Okay, I just pushed the HDMI in. And the monitor says HDMI no signal. Well, that's annoying. But at least the thing says optical again. So if I am trying to turn anything on, one of the buttons here maybe have no idea how to use it anymore. What if I disconnect the Blu-ray player right now? What if I disconnect it right fucking now? Still saying optical. Alright. So that's great. Because now I can work on stuff. So basically, just to show you, basically says optical 2, which is perfect because that is what it was set up for before it started not working anymore. And the HDMI is definitely connected to the correct HDMI out port, which is this one right here, but it won't give any signal. So something from this going to this analog devices component doesn't work. And I think this is the main part, the main brain, because it says Taiwan, so this is where the stuff goes from. It just says analog devices. It's interesting that it then goes to HDMI. But basically, the idea is, okay, yo, this thing here is cool. This thing here is a lot of fun, but this thing here doesn't fucking work. It's still saying optical 2. Nice. But I'm not getting any... okay, every time I disconnect the HDMI here, something short circuits, and my main monitor turns off. The second monitor, which is where I hooked the HDMI up, just, I don't know, maybe, I mean, it is in the same power circuit, but yeah. So I guess the only thing I can conclude right now is that it boots up, boots into the correct optical thing, but it doesn't show any signs of life through the HDMI port. And so I guess it won't show any signs of life through the... I could... yeah, it maybe... I mean, basically the issue is these here, they... I don't know from what they're connected to, because what I can see, this analog devices thing here, I can also try to zoom in a bit. Yeah, sorry, but this is as sharp as it goes. So basically, this analog devices thing is connecting strongly to all of these HDMI ports here. I think you can see that. But what I cannot see is if it is connected to one of these ports. These ports are the antenna ports and the usual colorful ports, as well as optical in and optical in. Both optical ins, basically. I could try to maybe connect something to optical in and just see if it will work, but I would rather have some picture of what I'm actually doing while I'm doing this. But I don't know if this is possible. So for now, I think what I'll do is I will just try, because it boots up properly, quickly, everything works. So I think what is something I will try out is either, I mean, the HDMI port could just be broken, but I can also try to output sound through these things back here. I can also, if I just turn it off, because I have to. All right. So basically what I think I will do is I will connect other ports that will give me video, hence these ports here. They have out and in parts. I'll connect the out or in part, whatever, and I'll basically try to connect some optical in through here, since this is still set up. And if I'm getting something out of here, I'd be quite happy. But if this is the case, then it also means that there is something broken in here that is like part of the HDMI circuit. Just zoom out a bit again. That something basically broke with this chip. And that will make me quite sad because, yeah, I cannot replace the chip, obviously. I could still try to manage to take some things out of there. I could try to get the Blu-ray player to work. I don't know if this is possible somehow. But yeah, I guess my biggest plan for now is not just going to eat something also, but I think the biggest plan for now will be to say, yo, this still needs to be isolated in order to make it work and blah blah blah. There's a lot of work still to do, but no capacitor is broken, and this thing might just be the cause of the issue, but it might not. Anyways, the camera battery just died, so this is a great part on where to end it. And so I will just go and try to search for it a bit and try to Google for a bit, and then yeah, I will just see if there is anything I can do in order to fix it, so I don't have to throw it away, because it's working quite well, just not fully. Alright, thank you very much for helping me out. Thank you very much for being here. And I will see you again at some point, and I will be there again at some point to fix this whole thing. Yeah, alright, thank you very much, and goodbye.